This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big GTV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Hey everybody, welcome into our coverage here of State Farm Prep Sports. We're at Blackman tonight as the Blaze are gearing up to take on the Ravenwood Raptors from Williamson County. We're going to have this game for you. We've got you covered. We've got reports coming in from Eagleville tonight. Danny Brewer is there, and he's going to be giving us reports on what's happening with Eagleville and Perry County. And he'll be joining us at halftime and in the postgame of our game here. Plus, we're going to be getting scores at least by quarter from the Oakland-Brentwood game at Brentwood. So a chance for 3 Rutherford County teams to make the Boys State Tournament next week. We had a chance to get 2 girls teams in, got one of those 2 with the Blackman girls. The Blackman boys trying to join them in the state tournament for boys next week. So we're going to talk a little bit about all of that coming up here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Hang in there with us. We've got your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. That's coming up next right here on the Big G, WGNS.
In Rutherford County, we need a sheriff who leads from the front, not from behind the desk. That's Kenneth Barrett, out on calls, side by side with deputies, tackling the tough stuff every shift. He's the working man's leader, supervising with sharp eyes, serving with steady hands, keeping our families safe. Born here, raised here, he's ready to protect here.
I'm Kenneth Barrett, running for Rutherford County Sheriff, and I'd appreciate your vote.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Treasurer Jam Stewart.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard heating and air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Vans Heating and Air.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
WGNS and Big GTV, your front row seat to Rutherford County prep sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Hi, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Our prices are as good or better than the box stores. I don't think you'll do better by shopping online than you would by coming in. If you're into podcasting, we have starter kits that have everything you need to get started. The interface for your computer, microphone, headphones, you'll be online in no time. If you need a PA, you need lights, we've got all for rent. Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, thank you, Celeste, and welcome into the Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. You know, at Rick's Barbecue, you'll find fresh, never frozen meats that are slow smoked the traditional way over real hickory wood in custom-built pits. For unbeatable flavor, tender pork, juicy chicken, mouth-watering beef, every bite is crafted with care at Rick's Barbecue. Don't miss their other crowd pleasers like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to satisfy your whole crew. They're on Warrior Drive just off of South Church Street. We've got the whole crew here tonight. Glad to hear on All Sports Talk today. PCA coach Kerry Hammonds, two-time state champion. Coming off of that on Saturday. That was pretty cool All Sports Talk this afternoon. And John, it's kind of weird, but we've already got two basketball champions and trying to get some more there to fight for one.
Yeah, they so far so good, I guess you might say, really.
Yep.
Blackman girls are in. This one tonight, Blackman, I would think, would be a slight favorite in this one. And Eagleville's probably a slight favorite in their game down there in Eagleville.
Well, we have also Oakland at Brentwood. They probably have the toughest road to hoe.
Yeah, Brentwood's really good. But I wouldn't take anything past Tony Rutland and the Patriots. I know they can play defense, and they probably match up pretty well physically, although they do have a big man that can really move inside, and that may be a bit of a challenge, as was McDonald in that fourth quarter the other night.
Yep, and in the overtime and all of that too against Blackman. John, we've seen Brentwood. There's some interesting storylines there with Brentwood, by the way. Troy Crane, you might not remember his name as much as you remember the name Troy Bond. Now, Troy Bond was at Oakland, and then he resigned at Oakland to go to Brentwood, and Troy was with him at Wilson Central, then at Oakland, then at Brentwood, and when Troy Bond decided to retire from coaching, Troy Crane got the job. So a long-time assistant, but he's been a head coach here now a couple of years at Brentwood. So that's an interesting storyline that kind of flows through that. Troy spent some time wearing the red, white, and blue of Oakland, so that's pretty neat. Interesting storyline in this one as well. Ravenwood and the Raptors come in with their head coach, Chris Hooper, who was the first head coach of Stewart's Creek Boys back in the day. And he spent a lot of time in Rutherford County. A lot of youth came through some of his programs and AAU stuff that he did in the summer. I think he may be still doing some of that. But John, Ravenwood comes in at 18-12. They lost to Brentwood in the region final 62-49 after beating Page 62-57. Ravenwood, a 2 seed out of District 11, beat the 1 seed out of District 12. So despite their 18-12 record, you better respect them.
Yeah, they played a pretty tough schedule too. Any team in Williamson County is going to be pretty good, and that was no difference this year. I look for them to be a fairly good shooting ball club. I don't know particularly that much about them, but I'm looking at them warming up, and they're not having any trouble hitting baskets. But it's a whole different game when you get somebody in front of you.
True. They come out pretty impressively. They've got on striped warm-ups. Kind of remind me of the Harlem Globetrotters bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't seen that look in a while, really, to be honest with you.
It's kind of a retro look.
Yeah, usually they don't wear pants anymore. They just come out with tops.
Yeah. They have their jersey tops on and the pants, which is kind of opposite. Have you noticed that things that were retro are coming back now?
Yeah, and I noticed that the shorts are getting a little shorter too. You know.
Yep.
Pretty soon they'll be with White Sox and Converse All-Stars.
That's true.
I doubt it.
That'll be a throwback. Well, one thing that I've noticed in basketball is shoes. I don't remember the last team that I've seen. There may be one in the county, and misspeaking, but just thinking off the top of my head, that has team shoes.
Well, I think some teams give you an option, you know, of what color to wear. You can wear a team color, or you can wear white, but for the most part, everybody I see's got their own thing. And the coach made a good point about that, because I was one of the old timers and one of the old timers that wanted standard uniforms. But they said some of those shoes, if you get from a dealer and you package the whole team, some shoes just don't fit right for some of these kids. So they'd rather take that responsibility off of them and let them pick out their own. So
yeah, I get that. Nike shoes are too narrow for me to wear. So it's been years since I've worn Nike shoes. So,
well, Danny Brewer's at Eagleville, by the way, and that place is packed.
Boy,
both sides. But notice he found where the hospitality room usually stays.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
up there that's not where I told him to go.
He's in the mezzanine.
Yeah, I told him not to go there, but of course he did.
Well, I think where we usually broadcast, there's probably Perry County broadcasters there. But I don't know where they put them, honestly. But, you know, Danny's going to go where the food is.
Well, I don't know if they even have food tonight, but anyway.
Well, I know that there's not a place to sit in the gym that I can see, and they're just warming up like we are here.
I think there is a crew in there. But that's a good place to sit and watch the game.
Yeah.
It's nice. He's got his WGNS shirt on, but I really didn't want to see his mug before I did a game.
Well, it just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, too.
Yeah, so.
But
maybe
anyway.
we can forget it.
But at least we know he's there, and we've got that covered out there. So Oakland is on the road tonight at Brentwood. We are going to get scores on that game. We've got Eagleville at home versus Perry County. This Ravenwood team comes in at 18-12 on the season. The last time these two teams met was back in 2022 when Blackman won 40-36. And they have met 4 times in school history going back to 2011. This would be the 5th meeting between the two schools. They are the Raptors, and we're going to jump in as we wrap up our county roundup here tonight with just a brief word about Girls State. Girls State is Thursday. The Blackman girls, John, they drew Collierville, and that's the bracket that they're in. They'll play Collierville in the last 4A quarterfinal game at 2:15 on Thursday. Collierville 25-9. So we'll be there for that one. And how about we give you your starting lineups here? Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies and JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates. First of all, for the visiting Raptors of Ravenwood, Chris Hooper, the head coach, again 18-12. Number 25, Sam Steppen, a 6'4 senior forward. Number 32, Brock Wismar. He is a 6'6 senior post. Number 3, Braden White. He is a 5'8 junior guard. Number 33, Isaac Brent, 6'4 senior forward. And number 2, William McCarter. He is a 5'11 junior guard. So Steppen, Wismar, White, Brent, and McCarter. Now for the Blackman Blaze, they're 26-4 on the year. Barry Workman, the head coach. No surprise here in this lineup. Number 0, Braden Flowers, 6' senior guard. Number 22, Keller Jackson, 6'4 senior post. Jalen McDonald, number 33, a 6'7 senior post. He and Jackson swap up. Jackson plays post or forward. Number 4, Dorian Lyles, a 6'2 senior guard. And number 15, Caden Avent. He is a 5'11 senior guard. Flowers, Jackson, McDonald, Lyles, and Avent for the Blackman Blaze, trying to get back to the Glass House. Well, we're going to get into a break here. on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. Whether you're listening on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSradio.com, you can stream our audio. Plus, you can listen to us and see a live scoreboard updated right there on our Big G TV channels, YouTube, Facebook, and X. That's Big G TV. Just search for WGNS and it will pop up right there for you, and you can listen to the game. We'll be right back with the tip-off. It's Blackman. It's Ravenwood on WGNS.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Sir Pizza.
You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze from sirpizzatn.com. Tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
It's State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
In a Rutherford County Classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back.
Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on WGNS Radio, WGNSsports.com, and our Big G TV video channels.
Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball.
Eagleville has done it. State champions 4 years in a row.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships.
The Oakland Patriots, 8-time state champions. The gold ball headed back to Patriot Drive.
Multi-year Tennessee Association of Broadcasters award winners Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, along with the Primetime Sports team, are standing by to bring you the game, which starts right now.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the furnace tonight. It's Blackman, it's Ravenwood, and what's on the line? A trip to the Blue Cross Boys Basketball Championships. Glad you're along with us. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins. John Blackman has definitely been battle-tested this year. I think they're up for the test here tonight from Ravenwood. Your thoughts on this game here?
I think Blackman will handle them tonight. I just feel like they're due a game where they just come out blasting. So we'll see. The crowd's electric. Big, huge crowd for Blackman. You got even people in the upstairs. And we'll see, but I'm feeling good about this one.
The Blaze, when I say battle-tested, 2 of their 3 region games, the region quarterfinals and the region finals, were all 1-point victories, and one of them was in overtime. So you kind of almost feel like, is it a team of destiny? I don't know.
I think Ravenwood is a little bigger than we thought. I heard you name out those starting lineups, 6'4", 6'6", or something like that.
Yeah, 2 6'4", 1 6'6", a 6'4", so 2 6'4s. Yeah, they've got some size.
Report from Eagleville, my daughter called and said, who is the guy that's decked out in WGNS stuff?
Oh. Should he be?
I had to explain to her that
escorted off of the premises?
He works for us. The trouble is he's sitting with Floyd Walker now.
Uh-oh. Well, trouble will be had there. Well, we got McDonald who's going to jump center. with Wismar. And the tip is going to be controlled by the Blaze. They're clad in the white uniforms tonight, trimmed in navy and orange, with 4EO on the shirts, Blaze across the chest with their numbers as well. McDonald pops out at the wing. Now Avent to the left wing. They keep swinging it around. Red uniforms, Raptors across the front for Ravenwood. They get it to McDonald at the low block. Bounce pass in the lane to Lyles, and it's stolen away. Turnover now. And Ravenwood with their first look. With the ball is White. They swing it back up top. They're moving right to left here. Steppin', and the ball is stolen away by Avent. Caden down the floor, gives it up to Flowers. Thought about a shot, didn't take it. McDonald for three. Yes, sir! McDonald with the first bank three. Don't think the big guy won't shoot from out there. Here's Brent looking inside, back up top. They swing it around to McCarter. Now right side, White has it. Pull-up jumper from 12, no good. Rebound, Avent. Outlet pass to Flowers. He's bringing it down the left sideline. Up top, Keller Jackson. Right side, Avent feeding down low to McDonald. Now Avent for three. Back of the rim, too hard. 3-0 Blackman, and Ravenwood in transition. They feed it down low. White, Brent gave up a shot there.
Stepped out of bounds, too.
Foul line, back up top, Steppin'. Handing off there at the right wing, now to the left wing. It's White motioning everyone around. This Blackman crowd getting into it as White drives baseline. Got to give it up. Now turns, spins, just throws it. And finding the ball is Wismar. Back to McCarter. McCarter stops. He's going to throw one up there. In and out. Rebound, Keller Jackson. Flowers to Jackson. Jackson swings it around to Lyles. Dorian, an all-region tournament selection, to Flowers. Gets it down low. Keller Jackson's got a lane, lays it in.
Good move by Jackson. Got the first move and he kept going.
5-0 Blackman. Good start for the Blaze so far. 5:22 to play in the first quarter. Long way to go. Up top, Wismar. Lobs down low. Steppin has to throw it back in bounds to keep from losing possession. There with it is White. They swing it around the arc. Right wing, Brent. Going to drive to the foul line on Jackson and threw the ball away. Trying to get it over to Steppin. He couldn't control it. And a timeout. Ravenwood. They're down 5-0, and Blackman's got the basketball, John. Good things happening, and they are happening. Good things happening with the Parks auction team.
Are you sure?
Well,
you sound like sometimes that they're not, but, you know, I think they're great.
I know Stan's having a great time. Bobby? I don't know.
I think they're great. Auctions are fast, efficient, and profitable, and that's why people choose Parks Auction first. Stan Vaught and Bob Bug are industry leaders who take the stress out of buying and selling. Trust the proven team of Bob Bug and Stan Vaught to get results. Parks Auction, we get you top dollar for your property. Visit parksauction.com.
Brian Barrett, John Dinkins here with you. We've got reports coming in from the other games that are going on, so we'll be updating your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard tonight. WGNSradio.com/scoreboard where you can find it. First quarter here, 4:52 to play. Down low, Blackman gets it into McDonald. Missed the shot, missed the tip in. They got another rebound, but can't control this one. Down the floor, here's White. White gives it to McCarter in the deep right corner. They dribble out. That's Wismar. Back around the horn into the left corner, McCarter. He swings it back around right side. They get it back to the wing spot, and Wismar drives around. White does. Now they flip back out. They're having a lot of trouble with this Blackman defense. Here's Brent. Brent turns, spins, lost the ball for a moment. Back up top, McCarter. And now White, they call a new play. They do not look in sync. Now they'll just try a three here, and it's McCarter, and it's no good. McCarter has not scored in 2 of their last region games that I found online and got some reports on.
Well, then you definitely want him shooting.
Here's the three. Yes! That is Caden Avent. And it's 8-0 Blackman. 2 threes, Avent and McDonald. Keller Jackson with a bucket. Ravenwood, McCarter. They pass off right side. Brent now up top. Here's a three. It's in and out by Steppen. Right now they can't buy a basket, which is okay by me. Flowers drives to the right block, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Wismar. Down the floor in transition. Here's White. Drives in, now gives it up. And the shot missed by Brent, but the tip in is there by Steppen. And their first points are on the scoreboard. 8-2. It took 5 minutes for them to score. Caden Avent has it, left side up top. At the key is McDonald. Right side Lyles. Avent pops out between the circles. Drives it down, passes to McDonald. Tries to back in, gets some space, and throws it up there, missed the goal entirely. And here are the Raptors down the floor. McCarter has it, waits on the rest of his teammates. Brent now drives in the lane, has to flip it back up top. Finds Wismar. Thinking about a three was Brent, didn't take it. Now Steppen has it. He gives it up to McCarter, top of the key, deep in the left corner. Big guy, Wismar, trying to drive on McDonald, can't do it. They feed it off inside. And an off-balance shot by Brent is no good. Blackman in transition. Dorian Lyles drives, shoots, and missed. Crawled all over the rim, but wouldn't fall. Under 2 minutes now, 1:50 to play. Driving in the lane, the ball knocked away from Steppen. They retrieve it. They work it down low. They get it to their big guy, 32 Wismar, and he scores.
Went for the steal, and Ravenwood made him pay there.
So it's 8-4. Blackman had an 8-0 lead. It's been a 4-0 run, but Blackman's had some good looks. They got it now with Flowers. Over to Avent. Almost fired up a three. McDonald pops out top of the key. Right side Flowers. They feed Keller Jackson. Jackson back to Flowers. He's going to drive baseline. Turns, spins, shoots a 6-footer and foul. Might need to see a little bit more of that from him.
Well, they're much better when he does penetrate to the basket because it opens up the lane for somebody else too. Boy, Lyles and Steppen are having a battle down there.
First free throw is good. That makes it 9-4. Second toss, in and out. So hit 1 of 2. Flowers now the fourth Blackman player to score. 9-4, I should say. With the ball up top is Danny Brown, the first sub into the game. Try to feed inside. It's tipped back out. There's Brooks Caudill, who's also in. Back around the horn, now driving is Brown. Ball knocked away and thrown away. Turnover, Ravenwood. It's their third. So it'll be Blackman's ball with 36 seconds here. And down the floor come the Blaze. Lyles over right side. They work it up top to Flowers with 19 seconds. Down low. It's Jackson feeding off Lyles in the corner. Now he brings it back up to reset. Flowers on the B logo with 9 with 8. Hand off to Ovid. Back to Lyles, left side with 4 with 3. Lyles drives to the foul line, loses the ball. They're going to have a shot here at the horn. It's off the backboard and no good. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Blackman 9, Ravenwood 4. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Roscoe Brown is this area's leading provider of home indoor air quality products and services. Back in 1940, Roscoe Brown started this family business with a goal of treating customers like family. Over 80 years later, that commitment continues. If you're new to town, ask Roscoe Brown to do a checkup on your HVAC and plumbing systems. It'll make a difference. Call Roscoe Brown and schedule a checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. My team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. We've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Basketball.
Game tonight brought to you by First National Bank in Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Rutherford Opioid Board, and State Farm.
Eagleville, after 1 quarter of play, they lead Perry County 18-11. 3 quarters away for the Eagles. 3 quarters away for the Blackman boys here as well. It is Ravenwood ball. New player Andrew Parker in the game. On the drive is Mr. Danny Brown, and he's going to score. Off the bench, but he plays some big minutes for them. Suddenly it's a one-possession game, John.
Yeah, Blackman only shot 30% in that first quarter.
And they try to get it inside, and it's a travel on McDonald. So now we're going to see Bass come in, and we're going to see Bailey come in. Braylon Bailey, sophomore, 6'2", number 3. Number 10, Mike Bass, 6'2", senior forward. Up top, Steppen drives to the foul line, left wing. There's Caudill. They go under, Big Danny misses it, but gets it back right into his breadbasket and scores again.
Well, that kid's physical, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And he's now their leading scorer, came in off the bench. It's a 1-point game now. And Blackman has not scored in a while. They had an 8-0 lead, and now it's 9-8 Blackman. Lyles dribbles around at the logo. Got to give it up now, and Flowers comes out to pick it up. Caden dribbles to Lyles, now left side. Then they work left to right from our vantage point. 23-11 Brentwood after 1 quarter of play. And here's a shot by Braylon Bailey. That was a huge bucket, needed that. And bench points have been pretty important here for both teams. Again, if you missed that score, Brentwood 23, Oakland 11 in the other boys sectional. 1 of 3 boys sectionals. Ball stripped away, pulled back in by Parker in the lane. Jumper good.
Well, he looked awful, but it wound up being great for him. That was not your typical 2-point shot.
5:39 to play here in the first half, and Blackman clinging to a 1-point lead now. Bailey has it left side. Up top, Lyles. Right wing, Flowers. Takes a dribble, now finds Lyles. Lyles in the corner to Bass, his first touch. They work it down low. McDonald now back to Bass. McDonald can't back in there, so Bailey will bring it around here right side. New play called here. Bass asks for the ball. He's got it at the wing. Up top, Lyles. Now he's going to just pull up and shoot. It's off the mark. Rebound Brown. That's Brooks Brown. Completely different look here to the Raptors. Danny Brown drives baseline and threw the ball away. Here's Bass down the floor. Bass had numbers for a second, but closing in was Parker. Now Bass dribbles at the wing. Up top, McDonald. McDonald's going to drive, get in there. Oh my gosh, there's a foul if I've ever seen one. And Danny Brown picks it up.
I meant to ask you, did you take your medicine today before the game?
My anger medicine?
Well, yeah, I haven't seen you stomp anything yet, but
no. It's different when you're doing.
That was a little exaggerated there, though. I was getting worried. I didn't know if you had your medicine or not.
Well, he was fouled. Free throw number 1. Back of the rim, no good.
And a very good description of it, I might add.
Thanks. I sense a note of sarcasm in that.
No.
Sure like to hit one of these. Jalen McDonald, another charity toss. This one, no good. Well, things have not been going too well. Blackman's still up, so there's that. This free throws, different things happening, and now an official timeout for something. What could be going on here? We have a 3-person officiating crew. And the basketball is picked up. Oh, they go to the clock. Maybe the clock didn't start for some reason. I don't know. Ball is going to be out of bounds, and they put 4:28 on the clock. So, yes, they took a few seconds off. We're all good here now. And Ravenwood will throw it in with Brent. Tossing it in right in front of the scorer's table. Into the backcourt to White. White across to Brent, up top. Finds Parker in the corner. Now they work it down low. It's Steppen trying to drive in there. Puts up a hook shot. No good. Braylon Bailey gets the air ball coming down the floor. He's fast. He's quick. He drives in. Players fall all over the place. Up to Bass for a 3-ball. No. Can't get it to fall. Wide open look there. We've got a musician down there that's found the microphone apparently, and a steal.
He's a singer.
Yeah, I guess so. Keller Jackson with the steal. Here's Bass. Back to Keller. Over to Ovitt now. Finds Braylon Bailey up top. Left wing. It's Bass looking in. Lyles pops back up top of the key. Right side Bailey. Looking in all the time. Now Bailey pops a 3. It's no good. Keller Jackson trying to pull down the rebound, and he does. In the lane, turn spins, one-handed. Yes, sir. Keller Jackson with a tough bucket. Plays by 2. 3:13 to play in the quarter. 13-10. It's Steppen with it. At the wing spot, turn spins, tries to glide in there. Across the court pass to Brent, now back up top. Parker's got and a drive and a bad pick. Yep, illegal screen on Andrew Parker. John, we've got to capitalize on their mistakes.
Yeah, we haven't really been doing that either. 5 turnovers now for Ravenwood.
With the ball now are the Blackman Blaze. Trotting it down is Flowers. Bailey has it now. Keller Jackson pulls out between the circles. Passes left side at the wing. Now Bass. He's going to explode to the bucket. No good. Can't get it to fall. Hit the side of the rim. White has to run down the loose ball in the backcourt. Steppen has it. They try to feed it inside and stolen away. Ovitt has it. It's tipped away from him. He runs it down and missed the layup. Rebound, though. Flowers flip out. And here is Bass driving in. Kicks it out. Flowers for 3. Golly, we can't buy one. Keller Jackson had it for a moment, and now with the ball is Brown. Danny Brown comes up with the loose ball. 13-10 Blackman.
Well, the layup was missed because I don't think he really ever had good possession of the ball.
Great effort, though. Top of the key, it's White. Passes over to Brown, right side. Brown flips it inside the lane and thought Steppen was there, but he had his back turned to him. Flowers with the board. Finds Keller Jackson to Ovitt. Ovitt brings it here right side to Flowers. He's going to drive baseline here on the near side. Cut off there. Ovitt pops out. Minute and a half to play, first half. Bass, left wing around the corner. They get it to the wing spot. Now Flowers to Jackson. Now Bass, he's going to penetrate. Goes underneath the basket. Tried to pass and shovel it to someone, and it's going to be off of Blackman. Not a bad pass, or it was not a good pass in traffic there. So a turnover. Minute 17 to go. Raptors with the ball. A one-possession lead for Blackman here. Wismar gives it up to Danny Brown up top. Near side, they swing it around. McCarter has it. Back up top to White. White drives, cut off, and in the corner, Wismar. Going to try to drive on McDonald. He pushes him out. Now back to White, 47 seconds. White over right side, McCarter. McCarter trying to drive, nothing there. Here's Caudill. They swing it around. Now to the left wing, White. Going to drive, cut off by Keller Jackson, just stops, pulls up, air ball. Rebound, McDonald, then knocked out of bounds. It'll be Blackman's ball with 26.7 seconds. I'd love to see a bucket here by the Blaze to end the quarter.
Well, Blackman's pretty good about getting shots off at the buzzer, so see what they do this time around, but they really do a good job of holding that time down.
A great second quarter by the Eagles. They lead 30-18 over Perry County with 1:17 to play. We've got 10 seconds. Flowers dribbles around with 8, with 7. He's on the B logo. Right wing, Ovitt for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around, and the Raptors are going to get it. There's a travel there for sure. And then the time runs out, and 13-10 is going to be your score as we've made it to halftime. 13-10 is your score. A very low-scoring affair here. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we've got stats, got lots of information, and we are going to check in with what's going on at Eagleville with Danny Brewer. That's all coming up here on a special edition of the Ideas Tees halftime show. That's coming up next on WGNS and Big GTV.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams. Give me a call at 615-898-1150, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
This is Wade Hayes from Toots Restaurants, and our family is just honored and blessed to be part of this community for 40 years.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. After 40 years, we still got them. $6.99 daily lunch specials. Stop by Toots.com and check them out.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Good food and fun. Toots. Good food and fun.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
Been coming to them ever since he opened up. Good family. I recommend other people to get them repaired here because I knew they would do it and do it right. Been happy to send people to him because I trust what he does so much.
We're crazy about him. It's all about the doctor.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Time now for the IDST's intermission. With a break in the action, we'll bring you stats, scores, and highlights from tonight's game. Brought to you by IDST's, your home for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Visit 111 East MTCS Road, right across from the school, and check out Raider Tees too for officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider gear. IDST's can put your logo on just about anything. Now time to break down the action so far with the Primetime Sports Team.
Well, it's not been an offensive juggernaut tonight, but Blackman has a lead, 13-10 here at half. They led 9-4 at the end of the first quarter. Here's a look at the scoring, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Braden Flowers has 1 point from the free throw line. Keller Jackson for Blackman with 4. Jalen McDonald with the first bank 3. Nothing inside tonight so far. Avant with 3 points, another 3, and Bailey with 2. For Ravenwood, Steppen has 2 points. Wismar has 2. Danny Brown came off the bench to put in 4. He's their leading scorer. And Andrew Parker with 2 points. So, as you can tell, it has been a low-scoring battle. The team stats, 11 rebounds for Ravenwood to 9 for Blackman, which is a little bit of a surprise here in the early going. Ravenwood was 5 of 14 for 36%, no threes. Blackman 5 of 17 for 25%, but they do have 2 threes, which is really basically the difference in the game. Blackman went to the free throw line 4 times. They were 1 of 4 for 25%. Ravenwood didn't get to the free throw line. And Ravenwood with 6 turnovers, Blackman with 4. As we mentioned, Blackman had a 9-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. It's 13-10 here at halftime. We'll take another break, and when we come back, Danny Brewer will be reporting from Eagleville High School as we continue with State Farm Prep Sports on the Good Neighbor Network.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
When it comes to your child's health, you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt, for every boo-boo, every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you
every step of the way.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You or your loved one are on a complex medication regimen. We can pack that into a multi-dose planner that's labeled correctly, that simplifies your life.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services that are customized to meet their needs.
Your medication's dispensed in a 30-day multi-dose planner, labeled correctly with each individual medication on each packet.
Mills Family Pharmacy, next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
we're back. It's 40 to 20. Well, let's see. What are you giving me there?
40 to 28, Brentwood over Oakland at the half.
Thank you. They made a pretty good comeback. They had not scored many points, but they came back. On the line here from Eagleville High School, we've got Danny Brewer. And, Danny, can you hear me?
I can. Big John, how you doing?
It's a packed house out there, isn't it?
It is a packed house. This is good to see. One of the reasons why I wanted to come to this game is because of the atmosphere. And it's been great.
Eagleville got off to a good start. They've kind of maintained the lead. It hasn't really wavered any since the first. They're up, by 12 here at halftime?
Yeah, 32-20. Had a really good first quarter. Camden Cole came out hot, and he showed everybody why he is a Mr. Basketball finalist. He had 11 in the first quarter, 11 of their 23 points in the first quarter. 11 of their 18. It was 18-11 in the first, and it's 32-20 now. But 11 points, got off to a hot start. Eagleville is very good at moving the basketball. Basically, they got 5 guards. That's basically what they have.
Exactly.
It's a 5-guard lineup, but they move the ball extremely well, and they all can shoot.
Their bench is really good. I don't know if they've made an impact in this game, but they don't lose a whole lot when they go to the 6th and 7th man. No,
they don't, and he's played about 7 kids. The starters have played the bulk of the minutes in the first half because, this is a lot closer game than Eagle is used to playing because if you look at what got them here, they've won by like 40 and like 30, and they won one game by 50 coming into this. So they've really been on easy streets going into the second half of both their games. This one is still pretty tight. 12 points. Perry County's got they got the size advantage for sure. Now, where they capitalize on in the second half, I don't know. Eagleville moves the ball extremely well, and they play really good defense, too.
All right, Danny, we're going to have to let you go, but go Eagles out there, and again, we'll be talking to you after the game, okay?
Post-game, outstanding. See you, boys.
All right, that's Danny Brewer from Eagleville High School, and we're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the second half.
When it comes to building your dream home in Rutherford County, America's Home Place has the winning game plan. Step into the Mount Juliet showroom and call your own plays. Pick the house plan, flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more, all under one roof. Build it your way on your land with a builder you can trust. Visit 4157 North Mount Juliet Road or call 615-784-0030. America's Home Place, helping Rutherford County families score big with custom homes.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, welcome back here as we get ready for the second half. Blackman starting Flowers, Jackson, McDonald, Lyles, and Avent. And it looks like it's going to be Steppen, Wismar, White, Brent, and McCarter for the Ravenwood Raptors. And we're underway here in the third quarter of play. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins here with you. Blackman working it inside to McDonald. Tourn spins, lost the ball. Had it pulled away. And that's a turnover there for the Blackman Blaze. Only a one-possession lead. Driving in is Steppen, and the ball stolen. Here is Caden Avent. Layup good. Nice big bucket there for Avent. He has 5 points and is Blackman's leading scorer.
We talk about Blackman not being able to take advantage of turnovers. Ravenwood hasn't done anything when they get a turnover, except turn it back over.
Right. 15-10. They're shooting a three. McCarter back of the rim, no good. Rebound Lyles. All right, let's build some lead here, boys. Flowers to Keller Jackson between the circles. Right side, Lyles. They're moving right to left. Jackson for three, pumping it. First bank three, Keller Jackson.
He's had a real good game tonight. Had some big rebounds. That was a big shot.
7 points. He is now Blackman's leading scorer, and it's 18-10 Blaze. And the ball stolen. Here's McDonald. McDonald pushed at the last second as he was getting ready to go up for a thunderous slam, and Coach Barry Wertman wants an intentional foul.
I kind of agree with Barry, but at the same time, it wasn't, you could actually say he was going for the ball too.
It's an intentional foul.
I'm not sure about that one, but I'll take it.
So what that means, and Coach Hooper is going to take a timeout, and he's going to take a full timeout. He wants to chew on a referee or two if he can. We'll be right back. 18-10 Blackman. They've got free throws coming up.
Everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's has a team of experienced auctioneers and realtors who make selling your property simple. Whether you're selling your home, farm, or have an estate to settle, auctions are easy, fast, and profitable. You don't have to worry about the hassle of updates, repairs, or showings, and you'll receive multiple offers on auction day.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27.5.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, isn't that coincidence? Ron Reeves. He comes on, and he's also a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700. That's RonReevesInsurance.com.
I meant to send Ron Reeves a picture that I took on the way up here tonight. John, you remember this young man?
Oh, yeah.
Saw Jarrell's picture hanging in the hallways as the first free throw is good from Jalen McDonald. The second free throw on the way, and it's good. So he just canned a couple of free throws there. And the Blackman lead is now 10. And with an intentional foul, you shoot the free throws like a technical, and then you get the ball. It's just no technical foul assessed. Ooh, almost stolen. They get it into Ovid. This could be a big turnaround in this game. Flowers works it from the midcourt stripe to Keller Jackson. Double teamed, and now the ball is stolen away. Here's White down the floor. Gives it up to Steppen. Drive, shoot, scores, and a foul.
Well, because of the turnover, we're not going to feel the great effects of that as much as we could have if they'd had a stop there. But Steppen, he threw, that was not a normal shot.
As you heard, Brentwood leads at halftime over Oakland 40-28. Eagle leading by 12. Free throw is good for Steppen.
Their first trip to the line tonight.
20-13, so a 7-point lead, 6:12 to play in the third, and whistle. And there's another clock problem, apparently. That official twice has stopped play for a clock issue. And I know when you say that, you're thinking, well, gosh, I don't think it's the scorekeepers or the score operators issue. Those things are wireless, and sometimes they don't respond to you pressing start. They put 6:05 on the clock. And now Flowers inbound.
If it's anything like digital, you don't put your finger on that directly sometimes.
Yep. Ovid in the corner. Keller Jackson has it right side, deep in the corner. Now Ovid deep out at the wing to Flowers. Flowers dribbles around here near side front court, back to Ovid over the far side. Keller Jackson back to Flowers. They're whipping it in a triangle, back over to Ovid, double team. And the ball almost stripped away. Ovid up top, Flowers. They're putting a lot of pressure on whoever has the ball, and if it goes into a corner, they trap. Flowers back to Ovid, back to Flowers. Flowers takes a dribble, a long three. Off the lip of the rim, no good. Rebound. Keller Jackson goes up strong.
He's done that 3 times tonight.
9 points for Keller Jackson, the senior. 22-13 Blackman. 5:10 to play. In the left corner, here's the three on the way, dings off the rim. Rebound Ravenwood. Here's a long two from about 10 by McCarter. It's no good. Blackman has the rebound. Flowers across the stripe. Calls the play. Keller Jackson pops out. He's been a beast down low tonight. 2 big putbacks, but he's also hit a three. To Lyles, now Flowers up high here in the top corner of the court. Swings it to Lyles, bounce pass, gets it to McDonald. Baseline runner, no good. Jackson, another rebound, turn, spins, flips it out. Here's a three, no good, back of the rim. Keller Jackson trying to get position on the rebound and climbed on a back. Oh no, they call that on Steppen.
He kept him from reaching the ball. He had good position, Steppen did, but what he did was he kind of hooked him as he was trying to he hooked Jackson anyway. That could go either way, but that was a good call.
Blackman inbounds, they work it inside, they get it to the big guy who scores, and there is a foul. McDonald with the bucket and one. Blackman up 24-13. Blackman crowd into it here. Free throw is good. McDonald with 8. Leading scorer is Keller Jackson with 9.
Keep putting it on.
Yeah, it's never enough, is it? Here's a drive, Brent, and a whistle. They're going to call a foul down low on Flowers. John, that is the first foul called on Blackman tonight.
Yes. Well, they had a three-point play.
I missed that one then.
Be their
for
second
sure.
one.
Second foul then, yeah. That's something to say, though. Here's Brent. Gives it up to Steppen. He drives, gets in the lane. He sure did. Tipped up in the air, tipped up again, and tipped out of bounds. Ooh. It's going to be off of Blackman. So Ravenwood will inbound on the far baseline. 3:56 to play. 25-13 Blaze. Looking, and just zips it in. Gets it to McCarter. McCarter shot no good. Rebound. Oh, bodies fly everywhere. And this is going to be on Ravenwood.
Almost similar to the play down here. They're blocking out, but they're also fouling as they do that.
The problem is they don't have position.
No.
Foul called on Braden White, his first. It's the 5th team foul. So we're going to shoot free throws the rest of this quarter. And going to the free throw line is Jalen McDonald. Braylon Bailey and Mike Bass going to check in for Blackman after the first free throw. They're giving some attention here to what? Oh, they wiped up moisture on the other end. Okay. So here's the first free throw by McDonald. Rip.
Well, he missed his first two, but he hadn't missed one since.
Keep draining him there, big guy.
I really just have two people scoring for Blackman. That's Jackson and Keller and Jalen.
Second free throw is good. Ovid had a three and then a couple of free throws, and Braylon Bailey had a bucket. He is in right now. But it's really been the McDonald and Jackson show. Danny Brown in the game, lost the ball. It's on the floor and a fight for it. It's going to be a jump ball, which belongs to Ravenwood. (27-13), third quarter of play. You win, you know where you're headed to? The Murphy Center. Now they've got a towel out to wipe up more moisture on the floor. We had a chance to get 2 girls teams in. One made it in the Blackman Blaze. So the Lady Blaze will play Thursday versus Collierville. Need a big crowd there for them. Here's the inbound. They work it inside, and Danny Brown with the 2-pointer. He's their leading scorer, and he doesn't play that much. Here's Braylon Bailey right side. Over to Mike Bass here near wing. They get it down to Keller Jackson. Jackson to Bass. Now Bass going to drive baseline. Flips it to McDonald, who's fouled on the way to the rack. What a pass. Foul is on Braden White. John, this is the best game I've seen Keller Jackson play.
Oh, yeah, he's
playing out
aggressive.
of his mind. Free throw dings off the rim, no good for McDonald. Lyles and Flowers going to come back in.
The Ravenwood's already in trouble because they're down double digits to Blackman, and it is really hard to come back, particularly the way they're playing. And they really haven't been able to get a really good shot, a good look.
I mean, we've got 3 minutes left in the third, and they have 15 points. Second free throw, no good, so missed a pair. An opportunity to extend the lead. Caudill for the Raptors. Over to Brown, right wing. Up top to Danny Brown. Turning, spinning at the left block. It bounces over, won't fall for Parker, but a rebound putback. Guess who?
He's physical, and that's something that Ravenwood has lacked in this game. That's why he's the leading scorer.
Brown with 8 of their 17. The lead down to 10 for Blackman. 2:31 to play. Blackman basketball. Bailey. Front court near side. Takes it to the top of the key. Finds Flowers. Now to Bass. Bass top of the key. Drives in. Stops. Double team. Triple team. Lost the ball. Now he can pick it up. Tips it out. And it's going to be run down by Brown of the Raptors. Brown flipping it over to the left block shot. Blocked by Bailey. Rebound Brown, turns, spins, flips it inside to Lyles. Turnover, Lyles up the floor, Flowers, layup good. Braden Flowers' first bucket of the night and a big one. Lead to 12 with 1:50 to play. Ravenwood ball now. Up top, Parker. Parker looks around. Hands it off to Brown. That's Brooks Brown. Drives in the lane, walked, and threw the ball away anyway. Here's Lyles, another bounce pass out to Flowers. Layup good. Boy, that's killing them right now.
It's the defense, though. It's the Blackman defense is doing it.
31-17. Blackman Blaze, 1:19 to go. They work it down low, whistle, and there's going to be a foul on Blackman. And it's on Mike Bass. There's a kid that I don't have on my scorecard. There were like 50 players on there. I have to get it in a second. Inbound, they flip it back out. There's Nava. N-A-V-A, Nava. To Parker. Parker foul line. Flips it back up. And a drive. Crazy shot from the right block. Caudill. They call him Coddle, so it could be either way.
Well, if you like to coddle.
I guess so. 45 seconds. Blackman up 31-19. Ovitt with the ball. To Braylon Bailey. Bailey, deep right wing. 48-28. Going to the fourth quarter, Eagleville up by 20. Trying to get to the glass house. And the ball thrown away by Ovitt. Right into the hands of number 12, who then travels. And number 12 is Caudle.
Yeah, he tripped on his own feet.
M-A-T-E-U-S-Z. That is Nava's first name. What would you think that is, John?
Matus.
We'll go with that. Sorry, any fans there of Mr. Nava. 11 seconds. Blackman ball. Here's Bass. Bass swings it over right side. Oh, threw it away. Turnover, Blackman.
It's 7 on the night.
Bailey going to come in, and Ravenwood's going to have 6.5 seconds here to work with to end the third quarter. Mike Bass is going to go out. They pass into the backcourt. Caudle bringing it down the floor with 3, with 2. He's going to have to shoot it. No, tries to pass to Danny Boy, and he shoots, and they're going to count it, I think. So Brown with the bucket, and it's 31-21 as we go to the fourth quarter. Blackman up. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
WGNS Radio and Big G TV cover prep sports like no one else. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team bring you the sights and sounds of every game on State Farm Prep Sports, where local teams and big moments come to life. Hear every game on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, and WGNSradio.com, or watch on YouTube, Facebook, and more. WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County Prep Sports.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Blackman shot 71% in the third quarter, up that lead to 10. Ravenwood, 4 of 9 for 44%. They've not hit a 3, so I think that's a telltale sign of this game, too.
Braden Flowers just drives, shoots from the right side, and scores. He scored 3 times in the second half that way.
Got a pick up front. Nobody picked him up. He went on in.
33-21. Eagleville leads by 20, and Oakland was down pretty big at halftime to Brentwood. And the ball stolen away, but then thrown right back to the Raptors. Here's a 3 by Caudle, no good, and a foul on the rebound. They're going to call this on the Raptors. They're having a hard time dealing with Jackson and McDonald down there to get rebounds.
Well, they're having trouble just getting looks. I mean, that 3 that Caudle shot was not that great of a look.
Danny Brewer says the Eagleville defense really shutting down Perry County as they lead by 20 going to the fourth quarter, trying to get to the state tournament for the first time in a long while. Blackman basketball. Flowers fakes pass inside up top.
The only time I can remember Perry County was when Mike Rhodes was there.
This is the first time in 24 years Perry County has played in a sectional game, from what I understand. Here's a 3 by Flowers, but they're going to call an illegal pick down low. And they call it on McDonald. His first foul. No real foul trouble for Blackman at this point. Walking it down is Braden White. There's been a lot of kids play. Nava passes over and trying to get it inside, and they're going to call a foul on Lyles. Been a lot of whistles here lately, and I don't know what the change is all about. I don't know that the play or style has changed much. They get the ball inbounded. Danny Brown has it. They whip it over right side. Now they pass it back in to Brown and has it blocked, and it's a jump ball. It's going to belong to the Raptors, however. Big block there by McDonald.
Well, Brown did everything right, but when you got a 6'7 guy, 6'8 guy there behind you, you're not going to get that shot.
Brown to trigger in the pass to Steppen. He's got it now in the right corner. 3 is on the way, and it is no good by Nava. Rebound Blackman. 33-21 with 6:23 to play. Bounce past Jackson. to McDonald. Looks inside, nothing there. Now finds Ovid. Ovid. Flowers pops out to help him, and now the ball stolen away. And it's Brent streaking down the floor to lay it in on the other side. That's his first points of the night. 33-23, lead back at 10. Under 6 minutes to go, and Flowers at the logo. Front court, far side, popping out between the circles is Jackson now to Lyles, who drives in, lost the ball, and then Keller Jackson to put it in. He picked up the loose ball. Sometimes you got to be lucky, huh?
Well, I got radar around the basket tonight.
33, I'm sorry, I'll give that to you in a second. 63-33 Brentwood over Oakland. Turning, spinning the shot up, banked off, and no good by White. And now Flowers has the ball knocked away, but a foul. So things not going too well for the Oakland Patriots on the road at Brentwood. We knew that that was going to be a tall task. They're just not shooting well, it sounds like. That's the third foul, by the way, on Braden White. Blackman inbounds. 5:08. Flowers front court in the corner. Not as far away from the goal as you can be on their end. Bounce pass to Keller Jackson, who's tripped. Steppins took his leg out there, and I think he just got it caught. They're going to put them in the bonus here real quick if they're not careful. Blackman wants a timeout to talk things over. And it's a 1-minute break for us. Blackman up 35-23 over Ravenwood on State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1938, J. Mullins Jewelry has been Murfreesboro's trusted family-owned jeweler, helping you celebrate life's biggest moments with breathtaking diamonds, custom designs, and expert craftsmanship. From our first sparkle to redesigning Grandma's heirloom, we'll handle it all with care, quality, and honest prices big stores simply can't match. Expert repairs, one-of-a-kind creations, and service that feels like home at J. Mullins Jewelry, 1640 Memorial Boulevard in Murfreesboro, and mullinsjewelry.com.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
We are back here at the home of the Blackman Blaze. They're trying to get back to the Blue Cross Basketball Championships. Ball thrown away, but last touched by Ravenwood. I figured I would get my woods mixed up here.
Brentwood, Ravenwood, Hollywood.
Yeah. They call Brentwood Ravenwood, I think, the Battle of the Woods. 4:45 to play. Blackman up 35-23. So a 12-point lead. It's been around that, 10-12. Flowers drives and has the ball just stripped away from him by Brent. Down the floor. Layup missed by Nava. And here's McDonald with the rebound to, to Lyles, who is almost taken to the floor, but no foul called. Flowers. And now there's a reach in. That's going to be William McCarter's first foul. And the next time Ravenwood fouls, Blackman will go to the free throw line the rest of the game. 35-23, your score. Ovid has it. He's deep at the wing to McDonald. McDonald going to try to back in the lane. Turn, spins, does get there and scores. His guy goes to the floor and he wants a foul, but he didn't get it. 12 points for McDonald. He's the leading scorer in the game. Deep in the corner, McCarter. Turns, spins, glides to the left block, shot no good. Rebound tipped out. McCarter gets it after it was tipped by Flowers. Here's a three fired up. No good by 33. Brent. Ball tipped around, and here's Flowers finally with it. Flowers up the floor. Doesn't have the numbers. Keller Jackson in the corner. Doesn't take a shot. Waits on everybody to get there. Flowers going to take it way back up in the front court. Keller Jackson joins him right about there. Now brings it here to the right side. Tries the handoff, and the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Blackman. Well, Caudle coming back in. Parker going out. I think Coach Hooper's already subbing. Get some seniors in. Steppin. Up top, Brent. Over to Nava. Now to Caudle. They flip it over left side. Nava for three. Swish. It's their first three-point bucket. And a timeout. And it's a 30-second timeout, which we'll keep here for another word from my personal best friends in the whole wide world, Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught.
It's a little late in the season for that, Brian. Want the most money in the shortest amount of time? Parks Auction delivers. Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught, who are my best friends, use powerful marketing to drive maximum exposure and profit. When experience matters most, trust Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg. Parks Auction. We get you to the dollar for you get your top dollar for your property. Visit parksauction.com. Those guys are amazing. Kind of like your jokes.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. It's not what I heard from you earlier, but I like them a lot.
I didn't say anything. You just lie on the radio.
Well, John, this is as close as Ravenwood's been in a minute. It's a 9-point lead. We still have 3 minutes to play here almost, 2:50. Blackman's got to be very careful with the ball. Ovitt.
Got a little careless with the ball as of late.
Flowers to Ovitt after Flowers got out of a double team on the sideline. And now Flowers in trouble, trying to strip it away from him. He dribbles around, finds Lyles, now back to Ovitt. They bump him to Lyles. Foul line down low. Keller Jackson, missed the shot. Tipped up, tipped around. Keller's got it. He's going to flip it back up top, and Blackman resets. Big rebound for Keller Jackson. Now McDonald on the drive, traveled. And that was a good opportunity to waste some clock or get an easy two. Didn't happen.
5 turnovers now for Blackman in this quarter.
Trying to put this.
Well, they're down by 11. I don't think they're going to make it here.
Away, yeah.
Once they pop some threes real fast.
I said 9, but that was my bad math. They get it down low to the block. Shot up good by Brent, and there's a whistle, and there's a foul, and it's going to count, and he's going to get an and one. We can't do that. Now it's 9. And a chance to be 8. In and out. Rebound tipped around, and Brown got it. Here's a three. Don't go in. It doesn't. By White. They get the rebound, though. Blocked by Keller Jackson. The shot by Brent. And Blackman with the ball. Good grief. 1:45 to go. Flowers down to Ovitt. Here's Lyles with it in the corner. And double teamed and threw the ball away. Didn't have any help. Brent down the floor, turns, spins, runs over people, goes up, has it blocked and tipped out. Lyles, here's Flowers, get in there. Yes! On a run out, Braden Flowers with 9. 39-28, Brentwood down the floor, a three from the deep right corner. Ravenwood, I should say. Brent's shot no good. Blackman fans feeling it now. Flowers up the floor, finds McDonald. McDonald bobbles it, going to bring it back up top. Ovitt with 59 seconds to Flowers. They push him, and there's the foul.
Now that was a push.
Yes, it was. So Braden Flowers going to go to the free throw line. Blackman in the bonus the rest of the way. Braden Flowers with the first one. It's in the air, no good.
Well, they had a little glimmer of hope, Ravenwood did, but I think they've run out of Lucky Charms.
The Blackman fans are saying, no, hey, goodbye.
Well, I haven't heard that in a while. Old school.
Free throw, second one. In and out. 39-28, Blackman on top. Quickly down the Raptors. Three in the air, no good. Tipped around, they get it again. Work it down low, they're going to give him the easy deuce there. And Wismar with his 4th point tonight. And a timeout by Ravenwood. 39-30, 45 seconds to play. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
Rutherford County, this is Lakin with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Just like our student athletes work hard on the field and court, I work hard for you, making home loans simple, smooth, and stress-free. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or building your dream home, I'll guide you every step of the way. I'm proud to cheer on our hometown teams, and I'd be honored to cheer you on as you reach your home goals. Call me, Lakin at First Mortgage. Let's get you home.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NLMS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Basketball.
Thank you, Alex. It's 39-30. Blackman on top. There's 45.2 seconds, and Blackman's got to inbound. Flowers gets it in. And Alsop came into the game. They're still in the backcourt, though. Up to Alsop. Alsop gets it across just in time. He stops, puts on the brakes, and he's going to be fouled. Lathan Alsop, senior, going to get to go to the free throw line here. Remember, free throws for Blackman the rest of the way, 32.8 seconds. Some big free throws for Lathan Alsop. 6'3" senior guard, the first one in the air, and no good.
That has not been our cup of tea tonight.
No. Lathan's going to have another one, though. And hopefully this one will be a small cup of tea. Second free throw in the air, and good. And a timeout on the floor with the Blaze leading 40-30 with 32.8 seconds over Ravenwood. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
When it comes to your child's health, you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt, for every boo-boo, every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you
every step of the way.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Brentwood's basketball, length of the floor to go here. They're going to roll it in. This last few seconds brought to you by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic. As driving down is Brent. Brent goes in and missed the shot, but they call a foul on Blackman. Wow. Second foul on McDonald, and it's a shooting foul.
Now that had gone in.
And an one. Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, trusted since 1949 to care for thousands of families in Rutherford County as the free throw is missed. With more than 20 specialties across many area locations, MMC delivers quality health care that fits your life. Danny Brown going to come in. Going out will be Nava. And they're going to let Brooks Brown come in, and he's coming in for Wismar. One more free throw for Isaac Brent, an attempt anyway, and this one's no good. The rebound is on the floor. It's going to be picked up by Brown. They flip it out, and Brooks Brown's three, no good. Keller Jackson pulls it down. Zips a pass to Avent, and then a foul.
Well, Ravenwood's inability to hit a three tonight, they only have one. That has really cost them tonight.
I have a feeling that they rely on the three ball quite a bit, you know. Listen to the Blackman student section. Well, they stop every time I want to give them a little pub here. Avent's free throw in and out. Man, if we'd hit free throws tonight, this one wouldn't be in any doubt. We're not talking running clock kind of thing, but goodness gracious. Eagleville wins 59-35. Eagles are headed to the Glass House. Congrats to Davey McLaren and everybody there.
Finally made it, didn't they?
Yes, sir. Super happy for them. Keller Jackson comes out as the second free throw is good. Avent with 6 points. And a timeout on the floor as Blackman leads by 11 with 18 seconds to play. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
35 years. That's how long your family has trusted my family to care for your pets. Hi, this is Amanda from Animal City. From the entire team here at Animal City, we want to say thank you, Murfreesboro, for allowing us to be your local pet and pet product experts. We have grown up with you, and we're grateful. Stop by and celebrate 35 years of local love with us. Animal City, it's more than a store, it's our home. Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
Back in 1985, when Toots first opened, there were very few restaurants in this town. We've seen hundreds of them come and go, and yet we are still so blessed to be in business and be doing business here in Rutherford County.
This is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. After 40 years, we still got them. $6.99 daily lunch specials. Stop by Toots.com and check them out.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, Ravenwood to inbound. They're down the floor with 16 seconds. They kick in the corner. Here's a three. That's a swisher for McCarter, and guess what? Another timeout. 41-33 is your score. Did they actually call the timeout? I know that
they did.
Avent was shaken up there. Let's just take 30 seconds. We'll be right back here on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Devarian Davis comes in. He's a junior for the Blaze. Here for this last 11.2. Flowers is going to inbound. Blackman leading 41-33. Flowers finds Lathan Alsop. and now a whistle and a foul, and Alsop's going to go to the free throw line with 9.8. Barry Wortman is very excited there on the sideline. Keller Jackson is going to come back in along with Braylon Bailey. As Lathan Alsop is going to stride to the free throw line. He was 1 for 2. He's going to try to extend that. Free throw is back of the rim, no good. I'm not excited.
Somebody's going to be shooting free throws tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not excited to see that stat in the post-game show. It's 41-33, Blackman with 9.8 seconds. The free throw in front of the rim, no good. Missed a pair. Parker down the floor. They're going to try to shoot a three. McCarter does. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Blackman, and Lyles has it, and it's over. The Blaze are headed back to the Murphy Center and the Blue Cross Basketball Championships with a 41-33 victory. And this crowd here at Blackman ecstatic. 41-33, your final score here tonight. We're going to jump into the post-game show. So we'll have Blackman and Eagleville in the Blue Cross Basketball Championships next week. We'll talk all about that. We'll get a report from Eagleville, from Danny Brewer, and we'll get you a final score on that Oakland-Brentwood game. Coming up on the Prentice Alsop Heating and Air post-game show, it's next on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer all starts with the right installation. Roscoe Brown & Carrier offer comprehensive installation services that not only enhance your comfort but also improve your energy efficiency, saving you money on your utility bills. With expert installation and advice, our team ensures that your home is perfectly insulated for every season. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown & Carrier. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. RoscoeBrown.com.
The final whistle has blown. Now it's time to break down all the action on the Prentice Alsop Heating and Air post-game show. Stats, highlights, scores, everything you need to relive tonight's action. Brought to you by Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. From heating to cooling, they service all major brands and often provide same-day service. Their Rheem Pro team is dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable in every season. Prentice Alsop Heating and Air, your hometown comfort pros on West College Street. Now back to the primetime sports team to wrap up tonight's action.
Well, we had three teams vying for a chance in the Sweet 16 to get to the Blue Cross Basketball Championships, and all the finals are in. Two have made it, one not so fortunate. And final score out of Brentwood is Brentwood 83, Oakland 57. That final just coming in. But we're going to head right now to Eagleville, where Danny Brewer has been watching the game. Danny, Eagleville tonight, a winner over Perry County, 59-35. And the overwhelming number one team in Class Single A in Eagleville now with 30 wins. They're 30-0 and going to the state championship, one of the final 8 in Single A. And they did it in pretty strong fashion tonight against Perry County, didn't they?
Perry
Perry County had a size advantage, but they just couldn't capitalize on it. The Eagleville defense, they did a great job of pressuring the ball and creating turnovers and getting the ball, and getting good looks on their end of the floor. They got lots of weapons, but the big weapon was Camden Cole. And I'm going to tell you what, that kid knows how to play the game, and I understand completely why he is a Mr. Basketball finalist. He had 29 tonight for the Eagles.
Well, Eagleville has a lot of major pieces there to make a deep run. They played Pickett County twice this year. Pickett County, the number 2 team, and they've beaten them twice. The second one was a 4 overtime game at Eagleville. Jackson County's really good. I mean, you get to the Glass House, competition's going to be pretty good, don't you?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The thing that Eagleville has going for them is they start 5 seniors, and the first kid off the bench is a senior. So that's 6 seniors that have been through the wars, and they play like seniors. I mean, they've got a great team. They play team basketball. It's all about moving the basketball, getting good looks, and doing what they're supposed to do. So, Coach David McLaren has done an outstanding job, and he's molded these kids into a really special unit. And like I said, they play like seniors.
Danny, John here. Just want to ask a question. Those guys have been playing together since 5th grade. I saw them in middle school, saw them as freshmen, and that's probably how many games? 1,000 games, probably. I mean, it's that.
Oh, at least
been together so
and
long.
that doesn't count all the practices and the pickup games and all that kind of stuff either.
Good crowd there, I'm sure, at Eagleville.
Oh yeah, it was to the rafters, like I said. But the thing about it was, at first they were pretty loud, but then Eagleville was kind of on cruise control the second half because they were in such control of the game. So it almost took the crowd out of it a little bit. I mean, there was still lots of excitement and lots of cheers and all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't super electric because it didn't have to be, because Eagleville was in control the whole way.
Well, got 2 teams headed to the Murphy Center. Blackman with a win here tonight. Oakland falling on the road to a really, really good Brentwood team. A lot of good things ahead for Oakland and Tony Rutland. But after being shut out of boys or girls state tournament last year, Rutherford County back in fine fashion with a girls team and 2 boys teams. So that's super, super fun.
We had a really good year, I think, in Rutherford County. It was very competitive. It was every night you had teams going against each other. Didn't always know who was going to win, but the cream has risen to the top, and Blackman is a really good basketball team. That they're built for the postseason, and I think Eagleville is equally an extremely good basketball team.
Well, Danny, appreciate you going out seeing Eagleville, and we saw them this year, did a broadcast from there, and anybody who's asked me about what game should I go see, who should I go see, I said you need to make sure that you check out the Eagles this year. Don't sleep on them, and PCA too. Of course, they won this past weekend, so we'll see if we can go even deeper here in Division I. Appreciate your efforts tonight, sir.
No, thanks. Happy to be a part of the team, man.
All right, Danny Brewer tonight out at Eagleville. Appreciate his reports. They're brought to you by Rutherford County Schools, Innovative Pathways, award-winning athletics, a commitment to every student. Rutherford County Schools is preparing the next generation for success in college and beyond. Explore the programs and schools defining the RCS difference at rcschools.net. John, our attention to this game and our player of the game. And for Blackman, I don't know what you're thinking.
Keller Jackson's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. So we're on the same page. He was not the leading scorer tonight, but by golly, he pulled down a lot of key rebounds, and he played like a man possessed, I thought.
Yeah, he was a workhorse, and if they missed the shot, he'd pull it down, and if he couldn't go back up with it, he'd flip it back out. He was a big key to their success tonight.
We're going to make him the SRM Concrete Player of the Game. SRM Concrete, locally grown, nationally known. Craig's tax service keys to the game. I know what it wasn't. It wasn't free throws. But what do you think the key to the game was tonight?
I really felt like that particularly they got toward the end of the second quarter, they kind of pulled out to about a 10-point lead. It was 31-21. But the third quarter, really, they had some easy layups. They had a really good I can't think of his name. Flowers.
Yeah.
Had a really good third quarter, and that kind of helped a little bit too. And they just stayed with it all game long. If they had hit free throws, this would have been a 20-point win tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. You know, Craig's Tax Service is really, really busy right now. We got until April 15th, right? But if you're looking at that, all your taxes and thinking, golly, I have no idea what to do here, and you think you've got a mess, well, they can help you out at Craig's Tax Service. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. You can call them today at 890-2233. I guess time to get our stats here on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. John, you've got the team stats, I think.
Yep, Ravenwood was out-rebounded by Blackman, particularly in the second half, 20-11. They out-rebounded them, 8-4 in the last quarter. Ravenwood shot 34%, never could get the three going. They did hit two, but that was not until the fourth quarter. So, there you go. 13 of 38 from the field, 34%. They had two threes. Blackman, 16 of 31. All their threes came in the first half with three of them, first bank threes. 52% shooting, 16 of 31. Ravenwood, 1 for 3 from the free throw line. They only got there 3 times, 33%. Blackman, 8 of 19 for 42%. That's probably the worst free throw shooting I've seen them probably in years. So they'll get that worked out, I'm sure. Ravenwood had 11 turnovers, Blackman with 13. Had a few more turnovers, I think, than Barry Wortman would want in that fourth quarter as well. So it was 9-4 at the end of the first quarter, 13-10 Blackman at half. They got out to a 10-point lead in the third quarter. They come up and win it 41-33. Hang on for an 8-point win. You got the scoring.
I know it was an 8-point win, but it never felt like a single-digit lead.
I never felt threatened, but I think it's because they could not hit a three to save their life tonight.
Couldn't.
I mean, and that's credit a lot to the defense for Blackman.
Let's see. I had them with 1, 2 threes on the night tonight.
And they all came late. They
Yes.
came late in the game.
They were both in the fourth quarter. In fact, Matus Nava had one of those in the fourth quarter, as did William McCarter, as we give you the scoring. That was the only 2 threes on the night. Andrew Parker with a 2-point bucket, as well as Brooks Caudle. Isaac Brent with 4 points. Same for Brock Wismar. Sam Steppen with 5 points and 10 points for Danny Brown. So that's your scoring. I mean, they had kids in the region tournament that scored 18, 22, and so they're scoring way down, and Blackman does that to you, I'm telling you. For the Blaze, their leading scorer was Jalen McDonald with 12, followed closely behind by Keller Jackson with 10, make that 11, and Braden Flowers with 9. 6 points for Caden Avent, a first bank 3 and 3 free throws. Jalen McDonald and Keller Jackson both had threes too. A free throw for Lathan Allsup John and Braylon Bailey with 2.
If you tell me, though, that Rhodes didn't score and, 2 or 3, the starters just didn't get into double figures, I would have said Blackman's in trouble. But not to be tonight. When you hold them to 33, it's pretty easy.
I mean,
and they're going to cut down another net, which is brand new, just put up probably yesterday.
Yeah. There was an interesting story about that. They got special nets that don't get hung up. Sometimes you shoot the ball and the net will flip up and get stuck. And they get them from a special place, but they only had one to replace the one that was cut down on Saturday. So It looks like the Amazon delivery was made today to Blackman High School.
Yeah, that's true. I think I said Rhodes while ago. I meant Lyles. But
Lyles, yes.
Lyles is a great player, and I think they shut him out tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, he did not score tonight.
He didn't really shoot a lot.
No.
He only had a couple shots.
Sometimes it's he's had games like that, and he had a great region tournament, scored a lot, but tonight didn't have to. But I guess that's going to wrap it up, John. Our basketball saga continues for another 2 weeks now. We've got the Blackman girls this week, and
we're going to be really busy the next week.
Yes, Blackman girls play on Thursday, and they will play Thursday at 2:15 versus Collierville. Collierville 25-9, Blackman 28-3. They're in the same side of the bracket as Sevier County and Bradley Central. Bradley Central rolling in with the 32-0 record and defending state champs. So the other side of the bracket is Page and Cookville and Bearden and Bartlett. So we'll see how all of that works out starting Thursday. It's the last game of the 4A. And be there if you can. I know that county school students are not going to class on Thursday. So that might cut down on a little bit of the student section. I hope not. I hope they get there. But go buy a ticket, wear some orange, or at least go there and support the Lady Blaze. We'll be there to bring it to you. And then the next week, I don't know the brackets yet, but we'll figure that out. And we'll be covering the Blackman Blaze and the Eagleville Eagles. And somewhere along the line, we will get some spring sports in. John and I have not discussed those games yet since we're so deep in basketball, but we'll figure something out. Coach's Show Saturday morning will be our final one of the season as well coming up. And it's exclusively some baseball right now, it looks like. Maybe a softball coach too, I think. But anyway, I guess it's time to get out of here.
All right, I'll go get the sign.
Sounds good. For John Dinkins, I'm Brian Barrett, and our producer, Jackson Smith, back at the station. A special thanks to Danny Brewer out there as well for covering Eagleville tonight. Yes,
He had a potato or baked potato with pork. I mean, don't act like it was a big – I mean, they have the great hamburgers. It was just great. I'm sure he
yeah.
You know.
I wanted to thank him for the drive.
I mean, I
at least.
appreciate him, doing it. But, let's don't say he was like
made
suffering
some
or anything.
huge sacrifice. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it here from the Furnace for the last time. We're headed to the Murphy Center for the next couple of weeks. Hope you'll join us on WGNS and Big GTV. For the whole crew, I'm Brian Barrett. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big GTV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, Primetime Sports Director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big GTV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a Primetime Sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.
We now return to regular programming.